A question is just happening to me.
How I'm blessed.
But you know, like Mirabai said, well, it says that this world is an ocean of samsara, ocean of sorrow and misery, and we feel sometimes overwhelmed by the waves that come in sets. You know, sometimes there's a calm, and there's sometimes it's we're being besieged by an overwhelm. And so she made the comment, you know, even though I'm creating real dharma by swimming in the ocean of Om, still I'm a bad swimmer. So we're talking now about the skill of swimming through the ocean of samsara. What is the life raft? What is the that which will keep us afloat? Could you turn on that light, please?
Certain things we should know. If you know the proper definition of the scriptures, they help a lot. What is samsara? We are all talking of samsara, samsara, samsara. What is samsara? It has been defined in our scriptures as kartritva, bhoktatva, samsara. The duality and the experientialship, this forms the samsara. Otherwise, no, sir, it's not samsara. Where you think I am doing it, and I want the result of it, I want to enjoy it, well, there the samsara comes. You want to enjoy it, so you do. You do some bad things, you do some good things, in order to get certain things done. So, then naturally, then you get angry with somebody, then you get attached to somebody else. So, kartartha bhaktatva, I say, I want to build a temple. You form a committee, then you fight with some. Then some people are that you like very much, so you get an attachment. So, bhaktatva, the selection of. So, that is what you should avoid. Avoid attachment, avoid the company of people, don't enter into any projects, don't start any work or any action, then you are this. So, from the definitions, you get what you should do. You get out of it. That's how it is. So, we should first know for everything, what does it mean according to the definition. Everything they are defined so well, as I told. Only thing is, there should be people who know about it. Even my knowledge is little. I know the minimum what is required to solve. I can't say that I know everything.
Yeah. But the context, Swamiji, then, in reality, the samsara is not overwhelming us, we're creating it by attachment.
No, this is you who create. As I told yesterday, the entire, your creation only creates the problem. God's creation has not created any problem. The world is a creation of the Lord. Samsara is your creation. It is a creation of relationships. So cut off the relationships. That's all. Never keep. Never start. Do not say even tomorrow I should do an elaborate puja. Who are you to do the puja? So don't, you may do, but don't make resolutions. Then the doership comes. Automatically you do it. And then you say, Bhagavan, I am daily doing puja, give me this, give me that, give me moksha, not even moksha, nothing you ask. If you ask, experientialship. That's all. So the entire way to get out is contained in the definitions.
You said, Swamiji, to get out of the work.
Out of the world.
The world.
Out of the
But
world.
when you
Cut off relationships. My mother, my father, my husband, I owe a duty. You owe no duty. You got 2 sons in your dream. And when they were having typhoid, you got up. What duty do you owe to them? It's a only dream. This is a second dream. So, you may do because it's perhaps in the script. You may take them to the hospital, do. But don't be anxious and all that. Oh, my son, what to do? Lord, please save him. So don't be anxious. You do your duties. That's all. You owe no duty at all, actually. But because it is there and all that, you do it. That's all. But there is nobody else. You have to do. Your father is there. You have to do. But don't do it with attachment. That's all. Do it as if you are doing it to a man who is fallen down the road. You will take him to go to the hospital. Similarly, you take him to go to the hospital. Have you got an attachment to him? The same way. You do the same. So, this is how we have to get out of the things.
So this is a post-production script from last night's talk when you were speaking about householder life, that now you're giving the highest distillation. Yes, you have a house, but you have no attachment to it. Oh, well, the attachment is there by samskara, by habit, so you cut it off.
Cut it off, cut it off, exactly so. That's the first thing to be done.
You've always said to me, stop the input.
And because of this relationship, you want to do something good for somebody, you want to do bad for somebody. So naturally, you do the actions create the virtue and the sin. So either you are a sinner because your son, you want him to pass, he's a dullard, he will not get even 2 marks even, then you go to the examiner, either you make him pass or shoot you. He says, I will not make him pass, it was nothing, shoot him. That's all a sinner you become, because your attachment to your son.
And so the common response, which is, we heard even within the last 24 hours, it's very difficult. And so therefore you're saying, the dual, two sides of the sword, you cut the attachment, but also attach to God. And so that gives the confidence that we can overcome this heaviness of the world.
That's what. What you do during deep sleep, you do it while awake. During deep sleep, you are suddenly able to cut off all relationships. They are all by your side. Your wife is by your side, your son is by your side, he is keeping his feet over your tummy, and you are not aware. You are not aware of your own body. So that means you are cut off relationship. That's why you are not aware of them. Only when there is a relationship you are aware. See now, 20,000 people are there before you. You are not aware of many. There is one chap who is your friend's son. So you are aware of him sitting there. You are seeing him. He is appreciating me, my lecture. So you are aware of the old man because of your relationship.
Yes.
Otherwise 20,000 people were there. Were you aware what everybody was thinking? What everybody was there? Who was nodding? Who was sleeping? Are you not aware? No. Because we have no relationship with them. So it's that relationship which causes all problems.
Yes. The image that's conjuring in my mind is literally a section from the New Testament where Peter is drowning and Jesus is in the boat. And Jesus saves the drowning Peter. And I associate that with a song that came nearly 2,000 years later by a great gospel singer. He said, Lord, take my hand, lead me on. All my friends are gone. Lead me on, take my hand. So that's it. Because many people, they always say, I can't do this alone. I need a guru, I need a guide. But the Lord is ready to take the hand. We just don't ask.
I'll tell you one story. A small story. There is a village. There is a statue of Jesus Christ standing with both his hands outstretched. Oh children, come to me. I will give you shelter for you all. It was like that. During the World War, so many things were damaged. So here, the statue fell down and both the arms were cut. Then again they reinstalled it with the arms cut. They put a placard. I have no arms but your own. Come on and help me. I have no arms but your own. I'm depending on it. Come on. Normally gelatins are supposed to dissolve, but the gelatin doesn't move sometimes. Many of the hymns I have given in my Ved Chudamani, which I have now written, but not in this elaborate. See, now I told you the effect of all these things, but I have definitely written what is samsara and all that. But I have not written that all these things you can avoid only by cutting. That I have not written, but all the data I have given. So yeah, one has to.
And the beauty that I'm now coming to understand is it's possible to cut it because we created it.
We created, exactly. 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 It's only God's creation, then it is in His hand. You created it, you cut it.
That meditation book you gave me to read, no, Swamiji, in that she says, when you look at your thoughts coming and going, and you realize you have no control over your thoughts, they don't belong to you, they're coming from somewhere else. When you realize it's not attached to you, you are able to proceed faster, because you realize that has nothing to do with the...
It's not administration. As I told yesterday, you divorce your mind. Look here, I divorce you, you go where you want. And then I stay. It's like consciousness. Because consciousness is bigger than the mind. Mind, you go where you want. I'm staying with the consciousness. So that's the end of it. It stopped halfway.
That's what she wrote, that needed your final touch.
This is a divorce without alimony, without settlement. It's a divorce without a settlement.
That's all, without settlement. No alimony.
You take your share, I go my way.
I go my way. That's all. I don't care.
No, this is like saying you take everything and go.
Yeah, yeah, you can take the whole world.
I don't care. That's all. I was really surprised when I came across the definition of Vairagya. I was also thinking Vairagya means to desist from temptations and to leave off all attractions. I never knew that revulsion on seeing a thing is also, and then leaving it, it is also a part of Vairagya. Now, who has taught it?
Yeah,
This is all lying in a corner of the book.
yeah.
And nobody has understood that. Even today you ask somebody, everybody will tell, including the great Mahatmas, that what is Vairagya? This is from temptations. The temptation to not only to attach yourself, the ugliness you are seeing, chi, the revulsion that you have to avoid. You should have no ill will, no chi business.
Yeah.
That's all. Absolutely no reaction.
Well, you know, Swamiji, I find more in the West, people have very definitive practical minds, so the question will arise. Swamiji, you say cut, cut, cut. What is the knife? What is the tool that I use to cut?
It is written in Gita, Asanga Satyan Dine Nichitva. You live off your company with those things, live off your company with the things with which you are attached, then it goes out of sight, out of mind. The more you are with them, then you feel it. So keep them away for some time, naturally its effect will become less and less. That's the way.
So it's not really cutting something that's inside us, it's literally just our association and the
The
circumstances.
wording is, by the weapon of not being attached, you cut it. This is the wording, Asanga Shastena, the Dhena Chitva. You cut it very well, so that even a part should not be there. It should be attached.
You dig it up from the root.
Yes. This is what. This comes in the 15th chapter. It's a beautiful one. That. It gives completely, step by step, it gives.
So we have to cut very well because what I read, what we avoid comes sometimes stronger.
Yes, sir. See, look here. If I go on meeting my friend every day, then my attachment goes. Then one day I will be angry with him also. All these things come. But on the contrary, you detach yourself. When he comes, talk the minimum. Then he will not come to you at all. Leave it. That is the way to cut off attachment. Yes, sir. If you every day think, my son, how are you, my son? How are you, my son? It grows. That's all. Somebody will say, morning Sunday, that's all you go your way. That's all. There is only as a formality. Nothing more. And when he comes, don't tell him, come on, my dear, and then take our hand over his head. Don't do any of those things. That's all. Yes, better. I want this mass sample. Okay? I'll do it for anybody. I did it for him. You do like that. Everything they have given in our original scripture, because they've all gone through all experience. That is why they unfortunately, some things are not cogent according to our present day requirement. So you'll have to link. That's all. Now he asked you a question, I linked that. So this is the thing. But at that time you simply go on to think, oh, by cutting off all these things, you don't realize its importance. When he puts a specific question, you realize its importance. It applies here, in this way. That's it.
It was just yesterday or day before, I was reading somewhere in talks where Bhagavan Ramana said, read the Bhagavad Gita daily. It's indicating like it's the roadmap. It's the instruction sheet for getting through this world.
That alone is sufficient. That alone is no. That alone is sufficient.
There are so many versions of the Bhagavad Gita available. What do we follow?
Simple edition you get. For instance, simple meaning has been given word by word and the total meaning in Gita plus Gorakhpur. It's a simple one. And they have not distorted anything, not unlike the Ramakrishna mission, taking it from the some foreigners' commentary. They're all taken to the original commentary and all that. But they are not bothered with the complete simple meaning. You take it first. Don't go for interpretations.
I used to go for Bhagavad Gita classes with Dayananda Saraswati Swamigal. They have...
The point is, nobody gives you a holistic approach. See, one this thing says, do karma yoga alone, and then after 3 chapters, do jnana alone will take you. No, does anybody link? See, I told originally you do karma, when the karma arises, when should I do it, when should I do this? Nobody tells you. So that's why there is no holistic approach. They are going by installments. So we are left with confusion. See, that's a book from first standard to the PhD. It covers from science, maths, history, geography, everything is there. So you will have to divide it and tell. Dekho bhai, aajo. Scissors. This is appetizer. I'm going to give less, then you will pay more today. कहाँ से लेती है?